Kaitlan, you've reported that there was internal disagreement over whether a meeting with Putin should even happen. Is the White House on the same page now with what's going on?
I think it's inevitable. The meeting is going to happen in a few days. The White House says that is despite what we saw happen with that Russian court in the last 24 hours when they labeled those two groups linked to the political prisoner Alexei Navalny as extremist groups, barring them from running for office. And the White House says despite that and despite the differences between the United States and Russia, that meeting is still going to happen. But Aaron, they're instead framing it as because of those differences. And I think you can see that they are preparing for this to potentially be a tense meeting with the language that Jen Psaki, the press secretary, was using earlier today to talk about it, saying that it is going to be straightforward and it is going to be candid. Often when you see those words in official readouts of White House conversations between the president and other world leaders, it means it was a pretty blunt and not exactly warm conversation. And so I think that's what they're preparing themselves for. I think obviously with the Russian president interacting with the U.S. president, there are always a lot of unknowns, and it's still not even clear if they are going to have a press conference afterward like we saw 3 years ago with former President Trump and Putin in Helsinki. And on that note, we should also note that tonight the former president is putting out maybe not a surprising but still stunning statement, essentially repeating his embrace of Putin at that summit, embracing him, of course, over U.S. intelligence, instead framing it as siding with Putin over Obama officials, even though it was the president's own intelligence officials at the time that said, yes, they did believe Russia interfered in the election. But I think what's so stunning about this statement from Trump tonight, Aaron, is it's essentially trying to sabotage this meeting between Biden and Putin and sowing discord just days ahead of it, which I know it's Trump and he has broken so many norms, but still to do it with a U.S. president, your predecessor, when often you see former presidents kind of go into the background, remain quiet while someone else takes over, it is still notable. But the White House says, yes, they are moving ahead with this meeting in just a few days from now.
All right, Kaitlan, thank you very much. Live from Falmouth tonight.